Hi everyone. Sorry, I had to do the recording again for our recap because what happened was when we were trying to recap earlier, there was some glitch. The screen didn't come in, so I have to do it again. Anyways, I'll cover some things that we were not able to cover earlier, so we will get through them now. So first of all, what I want to say today is I want to talk about something, right? So SPY. So what happened to SPY? The reason I want to talk about is because there were a lot of people who were super bearish on SPY. They were like bearish, so much noise, people with big following and all that, and everybody was trying to follow them, thinking, oh, the market is going to go down, just without any reasoning or something. Everybody was bearish. It was like perma bears. They were perma bears. That's what we call them. But when I saw this, I'll show you what my analysis was before and after, right? Then you will see, right? So this one, when this monthly candle came out of this SPY right here. So this monthly candle, so this is one when I said that we are going to have a breakout, that it's going to be a start of the trend when this happens. So let me show you what that was in a minute here. So just bear with me. This will go slow, but I'm going to show you something because this is very important. Because it's important to know that prices and levels matter, opinions don't. So let's look at this. So let's look at this, right? What did I say? Let's go back. Let's keep going back, right? So there was a monthly candle which was trying to break out here. And that's when the bull trend starts. So guess what happened? Started to go, right? Started to go more. People were still shorting. Oh, market is scam. It's too high. It's too high. Still shorting. That's the monthly candle, right? So, and that's how the monthly candle works. So we are still going. So I think we'll touch 450. My point is follow the trend. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to what everyone has to say. Find a conviction. If you were swinging this by monthly calls, you made good money, right? But people trying to ignore it. Everybody thinks it's too high, but not me. I completely said this is the consolidation breakout, right? And this is what it did. It started a trend. So always remember that this is how the market works, right? Consolidation, sideways, breakout. Those are the simple concepts. Nothing is too high, nothing is too low. You have to draw your levels. How did I know this? How did I make a call that SPY is going to be a bullish trend when we break out here? Because I I have a bigger picture. It's similar to my call when I was saying over 400. But she tried few times this level, and I knew. So that's it's going to go. So just wanted to give this small lesson about the bigger picture time frames, how all that works. So 1 second here. Move this away. Yeah. So this was a lesson that I wanted to start out with, that always have a bigger picture, the bigger view of the overall trend. Don't zoom in. Don't believe in anybody on Twitter saying, oh, doom and gloom. Yeah, when it's doom and gloom, short. I was shorting when 400 was rejected. I was shorting all over. You guys have seen my short calls from 400. But when it's time to long, it's time to long, right? Everything. You look at Amazon, Google. My calls were for when this Amazon was going or Google was going. I was saying over 100 breakout. That's our long, right? EMA Cloud on weekly. It's a long LT versus 100. everything versus 100 because 100 provides a big psychological level, right? So this was AMD. So I mean AMD I was even long from way before, all clear on my chart. So we were long here, breakout, daily, 100, risk into 100. So all my calls are on the Twitter. If somebody wants to give time, go back, search, go to the Twitter search history, you will find out those calls. So I'm not going to spend time on that. But what I wanted to talk about was follow the trend. Don't be blind. People come to Twitter online, they pay somebody money. Oh, he knows everything. And he tells me that, yeah, the market is going back in, like market is going down, down. And I know so many people who burnt themselves up, who destroyed everything, all their accounts, just believing in other people, starting from 400, shorting, 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 you know. So, anyways, just want to talk about it quickly. But now I'm going to move next. Just 1 second here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So let's get on to our recaps, our daily recaps and our swing reviews. What are the charts saying? So I have our community room shared here as well today, just to show people how we do it. So before I go there, let's take a quick look on our market grid, what we did today. There was no clear, there was no clear trade for me was to take on SPY, except maybe I think I was, what was I doing? Let's see. Started the day, Meta. Let's see, we were on the QQQ. Yeah. So nothing. So there was nothing really today here, but just if we analyze what happens there was when we were moved, when this 512 broke, and by the way, we had a CPI this morning. CPI was pretty low, so that's why market was excited that Fed might not raise the rates because of the low CPI. So all day it was going, and then there was a pullback, 512 EMA, 3450 EMA bounce. I do think I mentioned that the bounce of, so I did mention the pullback as well because this was breaking. Then I said, watch the 3050 holds. So 3050 hold bounce, good scalp. For everyone, there was some call flow. So just like clockwork, right? So similarly here, the bounce and all. So that was it. So that was for the market. But let's look at our big trade of the day, the best trade of the day that we have been tracking from yesterday, right? There was no reason for anybody to miss this play, especially those who know my teaching and they follow my teachings by heart, right? This was the play that your small account would have doubled, right? I'm not just saying it because, yeah, because, oh, we alert this. No, because it was a setup. It was a really strong setup, which if you follow nicely, you understand what the setup was. Let me show you. So, all right. So yesterday, the meta closed over 298. Tomorrow will be interesting if it breaks out. All right. This was the level. It has been trying so many times, trying and failing. So that's what it has been doing. So what did it do today? So we closed the day yesterday. In the morning, I said, here's the breakout, right? You just take the breakout in the morning, start half, start small, right? Then I followed up all day what was happening. So we took so first thing was the meta breakout right here. Let's go here. So meta breakout. Why? Not just on the daily, right? Look at hourly, look at the daily, not just on the 10-minute. So here we have meta. So meta was basically what it was doing was it gapped up, pulled to 3450 EMA, held it. You have a starter here versus the 30 risk, 3 or 5 calls, and the range breakout, and I was, we were talking about the next targets. I had a meta 307 as my first target, and we scale on the way. If you are trading options, your 3 or 5 calls were really doing good. So really nice. It was a good day in these, really nice. And so that was a big day play of today. Still holding some, expecting 310 was my next target. So that was a good one. Let's look at what we're looking at. Okay, DKNG. So yesterday we closed the DKNG. You know, if I go back, I mentioned this level. Let's see. DKNG. So mentioned this level 29. That was the breakout. Held the swing yesterday and big push over here. And I think there was what did I have? Let's see here. So I had this 32.50 level as my resistance, right? So see, there's a nice breakout. You can see the before and after here. So this was back in the May 26 level. So another flawless swing, just repeatable setup. We were talking about DKNG, so that was good. So moving on to CVNA. Wow, CVNA really was good today. I mean, it was just 61% short. There were some upgrades, and it really was one of a big plays. Again, if you day traded, you have enough chances there. So this was the level. I clearly mentioned this was the level 40, this area for the next leg. And let's see what happened. Right. So my target was 38 and then 40. Yeah. I missed the target by 4-6 cents initially, but held the trend. No problemo. No problem there. So let's see what's there. So anyways, so that was the CVNA, right? And then intraday, I think my target was 46 was what I was looking at. And then intraday, it broke 512 back to 34.50. Tomorrow, 40 is important. If it holds 40, it can continue. Okay, let's look at BABA. So BABA again, yesterday we talked about this 92. So it broke out, carried on due to the market strength over 92, held 34.50 EMA right here, and then carried on again to the system, right? If you were not in, you could have added here, risk this 92 EMAs, and there was a good day trade there as well. So that was that. So we had a small penny. So this was one trade we did. Let's see what we did here, RXRX. So RRXX we did was, so I was interested in RXX at 34.50, closer to 34.50. That's where I was interested in. And then risk was 10. And then that's what, everybody knows. Once they know the stuff, they take the trade, they add it, they don't wait on me. And that's what the community means. Do it on your own, right? No buy sell alerts. Do it your own. Learn yourself. So when it started, everybody added. I added as well, and then we started to move, and then we moved our stops up. My target was right here at Fibonacci's, retracement from highs to low. I did not get that, but it was still a decent move. So still a decent move, and held some later. So I'm still holding those 34.50 didn't close. And it's still open. Tomorrow we are waiting for this breakout over 13 level for continuation. So this was okay, decent trade. One risk, two reward. So not bad there as well. So the community did really good on RXX today. So that was RXRX. So let's see what else. Okay, let's see what coin did. So coin broke the 34.50 today back. So bearish trend today, right? So you see dip, reject 34.50 EMA, bearish trend. So there was no long trade there today, but the swing is still, it can pull back to 80. If we can see if it holds 80, we can add that. Right now it's trying to break down there. So that was coin. Now I think we probably these were the main trades today. DKNG, CBNA. Oh yeah, Beyond, right? So let's talk about Beyond. So what happened was Beyond, I posted some research that came out on Beyond today. Today there was this research. Remains hot as the Beyond's meat remains hot as Beyond steak products roll out. So I posted it, and I was also interested in the daily because the daily was showing me nice setups right here, right? Coinciding with this setup. And just by luck of it, when we were pretty early and then suddenly started to break out, and this breaks out and boom. And whoever, there was a good risk reward here, right under here. You could risk in this area, maybe 80 90 cents or $1. And then it kind of, we just got lucky, I guess. We didn't expect the move right away, but it was a nice move. So my target was, after 18 was holding, was 20, but we still took some off there. But there was a big seller here, kept selling it. You see these candles, right? The wicks. So it was selling, but it held 512 EMA. So we are swinging this. So Beyond covers all our trades for today. So let's go to some chart reviews on the swing setups. Okay, let's see. Okay, PayPal. PayPal, we discuss it every day. It's still in the trend, so it should keep working for us. Should keep working. It's we have to see. Yeah, this is important level, and 70 is the dip hold level. So there's this gap here. So let's if it holds that, and we can maybe, there's also 69, and we can add more here for retest and then let it work. But it was a decent today. But the main one that was really a big winner for us last few days was this Roku, right? So Roku, let me see, what was the first idea? Let me give this Roku. So what were we looking at? Let's see. So let's see, Roku. Roku. So this was our chart idea. Risk was the 60s, right? Started moving, right? 76. So even if that time there was one risk to two reward trade, right? Hit 79, actually three reward trade. And I still believe the big breakout hasn't happened yet. But Roku was our great idea that worked for us, and I still believe there is some room for Roku. So let's look at you. So you, I keep missing it, but people in the community have been trading, and this was really good from the 40, move back up, and I was expecting 45, almost went there, like we talked yesterday. So that was good. Okay, let's talk about the APPS. APPS, so apps. So this was the chart on the apps, right? So we had it. I think I had it. We had it yesterday. So I said our old multi-bagger. It was at $10. Look at the breakout. Started to move already. So already paying, right? Just repeatable setup. Nothing random. It's a gap trade. I have a risk. I have a reward, and I let it work. Right? So already working for us. There was some good notes in the morning. I think I posted in the research as well. Yep, here's the research as well. So we did good there. So cars still working. Letting it work. Cars. That's another setup. Okay. We talked about Lucid. So Lucid, I talked about $7 if somebody wants to buy, but you can see, right? 10-minute trend broke down, right? So I really want to see it back over the bullish EMAs. So if it holds there, don't really hold it because I don't know where it can go. I'm only interested if it holds. So you might have seen in all my trades, I'm interested in the trend. I am interested in my system. I'm interested to see what the trend is doing. If it's a long trend, I go long. If it's a short trend, I short intraday. I don't really short swing, but I short intraday a lot, all based upon my system, my EMA clouds, right? So Lucid was, bearish today, went in, it couldn't even reclaim that 3450 EMA. So only reason you buy for your swing is at a certain support level, but it's short no strength, bounce from that 7 area, but short no strength. So if I buy here, I have a risk of it going further lower because of bearish trend, break the bear flag. If you already made the good money from since we have been in here, now you should just wait. So it's better to wait on Lucid. Neo, I think Neo we discussed as every day as well. So Neo is looking good. It should let it work. So Neo is fine. So let's talk about SE. So FE, again, we stopped out. I stopped out. I said, if something breaks down and reclaims the support, you should get back. You should get back in. And that's what happened, right? It reclaimed 56 and boom, it's at 62 today. Right? My idea was right, but we respected our risk, but as when it reclaims, it can keep going just like Baba. If it reclaims, you can get better. You can enter. So that's SC. You all my teachings recaps I do every day just to show you guys that you can do the things, do it repeatedly. Use this. If you can't repeat a trade for rest of your life, you have no business in being in that trade. The success in stock market is just about repeating what is working and finding what is working, right? No random trade, not that you just woke up and you just like something. No, you have to have your playbook. I say that every day. You have to have your playbook. If you don't have your playbook, there's no success. You can't chase the alerts. You can't. That's why I say chasing alerts, buy and sell alerts. I don't believe in the buy sell alerts, right? Even in my community, if you want buy sell alerts, don't come here. If you want to learn, educate, of course, make money while learning and understanding the reason behind the move, yes, you're welcome to come join my community because buy sell alerts will eventually, you'll wipe off eventually. I mean, have you seen any big investor who's like, I've been buying these alerts since the last 10 years and I have my own hedge fund now? No, never, right? So those are only temporary shortcuts which are not going to work. If you want to be successful, like thousands of other traders have, or I don't say I teach, everybody, there are many good teachers out there who teach stuff. Just learn, try to find your system, your setup, repeatable, the 4 building blocks. What is your system? What is your setup? Right? System tells you when to enter and all that I repeat every day. Setup is your playbook and what is your goal, and then your risk reward. Go to my website, go to the trading tips, read them, you will get everything. So I forgot about some tickers that I don't need you to discuss, but because I messed up my original recap, so I will just end it here. But another thing I want to say that this market is very hard. Everybody feels like a genius, right? But all it takes is one loss to wipe everything off. So stick with few plays. Stick what you know. Stick where it's high probability. Stick with what makes sense of less risk, high reward. You find it, right? I'm not in all these trades that I discuss. I mean, I'm few high probability trades that I like. Roku, CBNA, Meta, Meta was huge, high probability. So those are the plays you need to be in. So I need to also quickly discuss our TTD. See, the breakout continues, right? Another one of the setups we talked about. Yeah. So this was the breakout on TTD. So there was any other play? Yeah, not really. Yeah, the real estate names, right? So real estate names have been working. Open Open, we have been talking about open from long time. I've been talking about even rights are here. It's a big move on open for today. So that's a good win. Redfin, talk about Redfin every day. These are my two, three names I talk about every day. I just, you see, these are good LT names and reversals. But anyways, guys, hope it was helpful. Market is strong. We are winning. We are doing some good, but we have seen the worst, right? So just be cautious. You can lose in one bad trade in one day. And the whole this my commentary is not any buy sell alert for you. Don't just go buy anything tomorrow blindly, right? You can wipe everything off. Don't listen to stranger, but learn from strangers. Learn and implement. So, all right, guys. You'll have the recording in some time on YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye.